Hari Om children, let us start the session. We chant Om 3 times. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Om. Again, take a deep breath. Om. Again, take a deep breath. Om. Start beginning prayer. Hari Om children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Stay home, stay safe. Today we are going to learn the lesson topic is Ancient Cities of Tamilazhagam. So what we learn from this lesson? First we learn about the greatness of the towns of ancient Tamilazhagam and Pumbugar, Madurai and Kanchi. Okay, and you understand the ancient kingdoms of Tamilazhagam. Let us see the lesson children. First we are going to see Pumbugar city. Pumbugar had been built differently from other towns. Each social group had a separate settlement. Streets were broad and straight, dotted with well-designed houses. There was also a dockyard. We can learn about the life of the people of Pugar by reading Patinapalai and Pugar Kandam of Silapadhigaram. Pugar was a busy port up to 200 CE. It might have been either washed away by sea or destroyed by big shore waves. The remains of that destruction can still be seen in the present Pumbugar town. Silapadhigaram is Kannagi. Her father is Manihan. Sea traders are known by the name Manihan. The male character, Kovalan's father is Masathuvan. Masathuvan means a big trader. It is clear from the text that Pumbugar was a place where big traders and sea traders had settled down. Numerous merchants from foreign countries such as Greece and Rome landed at Pumbugar. Due to busy and continuous trade, many of them stayed or indefinitely in Pumbugar. There are evidence of foreigner settlements in the town. People speaking many languages inhabited Pumbugar in its glorious days. Madurai. Madurai has been one of the oldest cities in India. Its antiquity can be understood from the sobriquet Sangam Valatta Nagaram it has earned. Pandyas, the Cholas, and later the Calabras ruled Madurai in the ancient period. During medieval times, later Cholas and later Pandyas, followed by the Nayakas, ruled this historic town. This has resulted in cultural blending. Trade flourished and evidence for this has been unearthed in archaeological excavation done in Keeladi near Madurai. Kanchi, a place of learning, is called school. Several schools were established in great numbers for the first time in Kanchipuram. Jains studied in Jainapalli and Buddhists studied in Viharas. The greatness of Kanchi as an educational center can be understood from the fact that the Chinese traveler Xuanzang who studied at Nalanda University. Poet Kalidasa says Kanchi is the best of the towns. Tamil poet Saint Thirunavukarasar praises Kanchi as Kalvil Kareillada Kanchi. Xuanzang remarked that Kanchi can be counted as one among the 7 sacred places like Buddhagaya and Sanchi. Kanchi is the oldest town in Tondainadu. Scholars like Dharmapalar, Jodhipalar, Sumati and Bodhidharma were born in Kanchi. Kanchi is also known as the temple town. The famous temple of great architectural beauty, Kailasanatha temple, was built by later Pallava king Rajasimha at Kanchi. During the Pallava period, a large number of cave temples were built. The Buddhist monk Manimehalai spent the last part of her life at Kanchi speaks highly of that town. Apart from Pumbugar, Madurai and Kanchi, there were other towns too in ancient Tamilagam. Korkai, Vanchi, Tondi, Urayur, Musri, Karur, Mamallapuram, Tanjai, Tagadu, and Kayal are some of them. By conducting archaeological research, more information can be gathered about these places. Pumbugar was a port, Madurai was a trading town, Manji was an educational center.
Pumbugar, they are prominent among them, among the famous towns in ancient Tamil. Tamil literature accounts of foreign travelers and archaeological finds provide us information about the ancient towns of Tamilnadu. Now, Pumbugar. Okay, we have learnt the ancient cities and ancient ports, isn't it? You should recall. You should recall ancient, through this map, you should recall the ports and cities in the ancient time. Now we are going to see Pumbugar. Look at the picture. Pumbugar. Pumbugar is one of the oldest towns in ancient Tamilnadu. This is the place where well-known character of Silappathiharam, Kovalan and Kannaki lived in this time. It was also it is given in Silappathiharam. It was also a port town along the Bay of Bengal. The ports were established for facilitating maritime trade. Look at this picture, port. Okay, port is nothing but a place on the coast where ships can be tied up and protected from the sea and bad weather. Okay, maritime trade I said, no? Okay, it's nothing but trade through the sea. Okay, maritime trade is the shipment of goods, that is cargo, and people by sea and other waterways. Even in times past, countries began to export their surplus products and import the scarce commodities by sea. So they export to other countries surplus products. Surplus means an excess of production of supply. That is an amount of something left over when requirements have been met. So that is a surplus. So surplus products are exported to other countries. And next word is scarce. Scarce means not plentiful. So the scarce commodities are imported from the other countries to us by sea. Pumbugar is one such historic port that emerged in the wake of increasing maritime trade. It is a coastal town near the present-day Mayiladurai and is located where the river Kaveri drains into the sea. Next we are going to see Pumbugar port. Pumbugar was known by names such as Puhar and Kaveri Pumbadinam. It served as a port of the early Chola kingdom. One of the popular Sangam literature, Patinapalai, and Tamil epics Silappathiharam and Manimekalai have references to the brisk sea-borne trade that took place in the port city Puhar. Silappathiharam in particular speaks about the greatness of Pumbugar. The lead female character of Silappathiharam is Kannaki. Her father is Manayagan. Sea traders are known by the name Manayagan. The male character is Kovalan. His father is Masatuan. Masatuan means a big trader. It is clear from the text that Pumbugar was a place where big traders and sea traders had settled down. Numerous merchants, this number of numerous merchants from foreign countries such as Greece and Rome landed at Pumbuhar. Due to busy and continuous trade, many of them stayed on indefinitely in Pumbuhar. Indefinitely means for a long period that had no fixed end. So they stayed indefinitely in Pumbuhar. There are evidences of foreigners' settlements in the town. People speaking many languages inhabited Pumbuhar in its glorious day. Inhabited means to live in a place. Glorious means wonderful days. Okay. As loading and unloading of ships took some months, the foreign traders began to interact with the local people during that day. This enabled the natives to learn foreign languages for communication. Similarly, the foreigners also learned Tamil to communicate with the natives. This contact facilitated not only exchange of goods but also languages and ideas, resulting in cultural blending. Cultural blending refers to the changes a group of people, okay, can experience after interacting with another culture. So they learned other cultures also. The traders of Pumbuhar were known for their honesty and integrity. Honesty means free from fraud. They are straightforward, sincere, upright. Integrity means the state of being united. They sold goods at legitimate prices, that is reasonable, that is acceptable prices only. Patinappalai states that selling any commodity at a higher price was considered bad. So the prices are reasonable. The author of Patinappalai, Kadiyalur Urthirankannanar, belonged to 2nd century BC. This is indicative of Puhar's antiquity. Indicative. There was also a dockyard. Dockyard means an area with docks and equipments for repairing and maintaining ships. The nickname was earned. It has earned. Pandyas, Cholas, and later the Calabres ruled Madurai in the ancient period. During medieval times, later Cholas and later Pandyas, followed by the Nayaks, ruled this historic town. This has resulted during medieval times, later Cholas and later Pandyas, followed by the Nayaks, ruled this historic town. This has resulted in cultural blending. Okay, I said already what is the meaning of cultural blending, isn't it? It's Greek historian Megasthenes and Chanakya. The changes a group of people, okay, can experience after interacting with another culture. They change. They bring some changes in their culture. Trade flourished, and evidence for this has been unearthed in archaeological excavation done in Keeladi near Madurai. Madurai is proudly associated with Tamilazhagam, which worked for the promotion of Tamil language. 49 words were associated with the last Sangam. Look at this picture. It is a tree. The name of a tree is Ahil. So on that day, Ahil, okay, they get fragrant food was brought from Port Tondi to Madurai. and King Solomon of ancient Israel imported pearls from Uveri near the Pandian port Korkai. Here Tunga Nagaram. Now the coin is ready with a mint is there in Madurai. There they mint the Roman coins. So at present it was a mint of Roman coins was present at Madurai on that day. The coins of other countries were also minted at Madurai, which is a proof for the glory of Madurai. Do you know how they made coins? First they melt the metals, next extrude, next make it blank, next burnish, next strike. Now the coin is ready with the symbols. Studied at Nalanda University, visited Kanji Kadigai to pursue his further studies. Pursue is to follow a course of action for further studies. Poet Kalidasa says Kanji is the best of the towns. Tamil poet Saint Thirunavukarasar praises Kanji as Kalviyil Karai illada Kanji. Hyansung remarked that Kanji can be counted as one among the 7 sacred places like Bodhgaya and Sanchi. Okay, so Kanji is the oldest town in Tondai Nadu. Scholars like Dharmapalar, Jodhipalar, Sumati and Bodhidharma were born in Kanji. Kanji is also known as the Temple's city. The famous temple of great architectural beauty, Kailashanatha temple, was built by later Pallava king Rajasimha at Kanji. During Pallava period, a large number of cave temples were built. The Buddhist monk Mani Megalai spent the last part of her life at Kanji. Speaks highly of that town. Water management played an important role in the agrarian society. Agrarian is nothing but agriculture. It is connected with farming and the use of land for farming. That is agrarian society. Water management plays an important role in the agrarian society of those times. Hundreds of lakes are created for storing water around the town of Kanji. These lakes were well connected with canals. During the later period, Kanji came to be known as a district of lakes. Water management skills of the ancient Tamils can be understood from the construction of Kallanai. Look at Kallanai Dam in the Chola country and the lakes and canals in Kanji. Apart from Pumbuhar, Madurai and Kanji, there were other towns too in ancient Tamilagam. Korkai, Vanji, Tondi, Urayur, Musiri, Karur, Mamallapuram, Tanjai, Tagadur and Koyal are some of them. By conducting archaeological research, more information can be gathered about these places.